Hello everyone and welcome back to another Korean movie review by EonTalk. As always, I'm your host Ian, and today's video movie review will be on the action thriller Hard Hit. Hard Hit was directed by Chang-Wook, who worked on the edits of numerous great movies, but I believe is making his feature film directorial debut with this movie. The film starred the leads Woo-Jin, Jae-In, Kyung, and Chang-Wook, and was based on the Spanish film Retribution. In its first week of release, it's been retaining the #1 spot at the box office and actually recorded to be the highest selling thus far in 2021. But does it really deserve that recognition? Before getting into the review, let's take a look at the detailed synopsis of Hard Hit. Sung-yu, the head of a bank, receives a call from an unknown number on his way to work with his kids in the car. The mysterious voice warns that there is a bomb in the car and that it will explode if he gets up. Sung-yu assumes the call is a voice phishing scam and doesn't think much of it until he soon witnesses his colleague's car exploding in front of his eyes. Reality hits him and he suddenly becomes a suspect in downtown Busan with the police chasing him down. Unable to get out, hang up, or say anything to the authorities, Sung-yu must keep the unknown caller happy and save his and his children's lives. Before getting into the review, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to ExpressVPN. If you're looking to access more Korean movies but don't know where to find them, I highly suggest using ExpressVPN and accessing the Korean Netflix. By using ExpressVPN, you can bypass geo restrictions, meaning you can be from anywhere around the world and access the Korean Netflix. If you'd like to access more Korean content, be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN using my link in the descriptions or expressvpn.com/EonTalk and get 49% off an annual plan plus 3 extra months for free. Better yet, if you sign up and don't like the service, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning you can cancel anytime within the first 30 days. Okay, getting back to the review, I'd just like to say that I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions of the movie from here on out. Therefore, there may be minor spoilers or parts about the movie that you may not want to hear before watching yourself. I'm going to keep spoilers to a minimum, but please be aware of this. Okay then, now that we got that out of the way, let's get right into the good parts about Hard Hit. The movie starts off with a bang. It gets your heart going from the beginning, and with its background music, the atmosphere is really well made. As mentioned briefly in the synopsis, the movie gets real quick after the first explosion. It does a great job at placing you in the shoes of the protagonist and begs the question, what would you do? I'm sure I, as well as probably majority of other people, would think the unknown caller to be a scam as well. But once you find out the situation you're in is real, how would you react? And I think it's because it begs these questions that makes the movie very thrilling and real. The situation is something that you and I and every other average person can find themselves in. It's relatable and you're able to easily place yourself in the shoes of the protagonist. Also, because majority of the movie takes place in the vehicle, there are limitations of what can be done with the setting. However, I think they did a great job at building on those barriers and not letting it restrict the movie. The use of camera movements, angles, the shots it had, and just the cinematography overall was good and enhanced that action-heavy, suspenseful mood. Furthermore, I thought that the casting was done great. Woo-Jin played minor and supporting roles prior to this, and this was, I believe, his first time in a main leading role. And I must say, he did a great job. And it isn't just him that was good, but the acting by the cast members were overall great. From the daughter role to the antagonist role and the smaller minor roles, there wasn't anything to really complain about the movie in terms of acting. However, the movie wasn't without anything to complain about. Let's move along to take a look at what I found to be the negatives about the film. Before going into the movie, I was worried that they gave away too much from the trailers. And ultimately, I think it did give away too much, or more so too much of the good parts. Because it gave so much of the good parts away in the trailers, hence the first half or so, it gets loose after about an hour in. As the film progresses, it also gets a little too cringed and there were forced emotions as well. It was as if they were begging you to shed a tear, which makes even the tears that were going to come out go back in. Very unnatural. Moreover, the story itself was pretty generic and nothing too special or out of the ordinary. Long story short, predictable. And I can't not mention this because I think practically everyone that saw this movie, or even the trailers, would think this. And I can't include this in the good parts because it isn't a good thing about the movie, but nor is it necessarily a bad thing. When watching Hard Hit, you get the impression that this is a 2-hour long commercial for Genesis. I mean, I'm sure the Genesis GV80 was a product placement, but this wasn't just a regular PPL. It was literally like a prolonged, extended advertisement for the vehicle. That and the city of Busan, an endorsement for those two things. Overall, the movie was good for the first hour or so. There were lots of suspenseful moments, and they were great when they were there. However, it gets loose after about an hour in, and there were forced emotions and was cringe as it progressed further into the story. The takeaway? Let's buy a Genesis and plan a trip to Busan. Just kidding, of course. But with the limited action and thriller films we've seen out of Korean cinema lately, or I should say good ones, then this can be seen as being up there in relative terms. I'll give Hard Hit a ticket price value of $10. And that concludes today's review on Hard Hit. Thank you to everyone that watched till the end, and I hope this review has given you some insight into the film. If you've seen or are planning to watch the movie, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the film, so please leave a comment or join the EonTalk Telegram group and we can discuss over there. If you'd like to access more Korean content through streaming like Netflix, be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN using my link in the descriptions to get 49% off an annual plan. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and would like more video movie reviews. If you'd like to go the extra step to support EonTalk, your support on the EonTalk Patreon would be very much appreciated. Link in the descriptions. Once again, thank you to everyone that watched till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.